How is it going, everyone? We've got some absolutely massive PlayStation Plus updates. Looks like PS Plus Extra, getting a little bit better. We got some day one titles. Look, it's not day one Stellar Blade, it's not day one Yun Chronicle. Yun Chronicle, I believe, is coming to Xbox Game Pass, but some pretty notable titles, and I'm excited, man. PlayStation Plus expanding by having some day one titles that are smaller scale, smaller titles, but still exciting games nonetheless. 2 titles have been confirmed to be day one Plus titles. One of them looks to be coming with the entirety of the Plus Extra rollout later this month. The other one seems to be a standalone edition later this month as well, so we'll talk about that. And the PlayStation Plus Essential titles for the month of April are rolling out right now, which we gotta talk about a little bit. I feel like some of you guys are a little bit down on it a little bit too much. I was a little bit surprised by all the comments that I saw. First of all, this is a pretty big one. Dave the Diver for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 launching on April the 16th, coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog on day one. This has been a really well-received game over on PC. Kind of a revelation when it came out back in June of last year. Immediately dropped to a lot of fanfare, sold really well. 88,000 Steam user reviews, 97% of those reviews are positive. Great art style, just a super charming game. Dave the Diver is a unique hybrid ocean adventure that combines ocean exploration with sushi restaurant management. At the heart of the game lies the core gameplay loop, narrative, characters, and captivating minigames. Our journey kicked off with a simple concept, a diving game in which a deep blue hole serves as a mystical dungeon populated by fish that double as enemies and items to loot. In the early days of the prototype, the gameplay revolved primarily around catching fish and trading them for currency, but we soon felt that we could do more with these aquatic creatures. This led to the introduction of a sushi restaurant mechanic that allowed players to prepare culinary delights from their underwater catch. Of course, this was enough to make for good gameplay, and as a linchpin of our gameplay loop, this edition was praised in internal reviews. However, in an effort to spice things up and prevent monotony, we focused on our unique characters to create compelling and fun side content, which ended up adding a dash of individuality to the experience. They added, they note a bunch of the different mini games and extra content and extra activities to do, cooking contests, while the initial gameplay focused on preparing the menu and serving delectable dishes in the bustling sushi restaurant. Players will later find themselves entangled in the culinary excitement of a cooking contest. This edition elevates the gameplay beyond just serving food and immerses players in a new cook-off experience that complements the game's overarching theme. You've got seahorse racing as well. Halfway through the game, players will stumble upon a new deep-sea mini-game, allowing them to send seahorses to race through the village, with a variety of seahorses sporting unique stats scattered throughout the blue hole. The feat of collecting and racing these creatures adds a thrilling element to the gameplay experience. You've got photographs as well. Beneath the waves of the blue hole lies a diverse ecosystem where players will encounter both aggressive and peace-loving fish species. In the midst of the underwater tapestry, players can now enjoy the tranquil activity of photographing these peaceful aquatic inhabitants. Players earn rewards by snapping shots of these creatures without the need for combat or capture, and presenting their discoveries to Udo, the photographer. You should also try your hand at photographing some fish that only appear at night. Duff's rhythm game as well. This is the most delightful twist that caught everyone off guard. What on earth is this rhythm game with an anime title song doing in the diving game? One of our characters, Duff, an avid fan of Stella, a fictional anime within the game, embarks on a musical journey to attend a dream concert featuring beloved characters. To inject a burst of dynamism, we introduce this minigame with a vibrant backdrop, steering clear of monotony and offering a refreshing twist to the overall game experience. We set out to present different gameplay elements to create a new kind of experience, mixing everything from culinary showdowns to rhythmic reveries, and of course, it's all brought to life by a cast of charming characters. Additionally, Dave the Diver on PlayStation 5 features haptic feedback and adaptive triggers for increased sensory engagement, navigate the mysterious depths, and feel the delicate vibrations in the variety of mini-games that await exploration in the deep sea. So all of that will be coming with Dave the Diver as it hits the PlayStation Plus game catalog day one. Also hitting PlayStation Plus game catalog day one. Now, this will be on April 23rd, a week after the entire catalog updates. We have Tales of Kenzera Zao. That's coming to PS Plus game catalog day one, and this is a game that I was surprised. I've actually been seeing a bunch of my buddies play the demo of this game on Steam, and then that's initially how this game brought up to my radar when I was on my computer. And by the way, there is a demo available on this game on Steam. I don't know if it's available on the PlayStation Store, but I would just randomly see my buddies play this game on Steam, and I was like, what is this game? And then I looked into it, and I was like, oh, this game looks really good. And I think I saw it before. This is published by Electronic Arts. It's one of those lower key gems that they're publishing. And, you know, I initially saw it probably months ago, and then it kind of, you know, we're covering so many games that you can't remember everything. And then when I saw my buddies playing the demo, I'm just like, oh, well, why are they playing this game? And I'm like, oh, this game looks really good. And now, it is coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog on day one, which is pretty cool. Surgeon Studios' debut game, Tales of Kenzara Zao, is a 2.5D story-driven action exploration game all about facing those emotions and discovering how love gives us the courage to press on after a devastating loss. And it's coming to PlayStation Plus game catalog at launch on April 23rd, available with Extra and Premium. Players will take control of Zao, a young warrior shaman who seeks out Kalunga, the god of death, to bargain with him to bring his Baba back from the realm of the dead. Wielding two powerful masks imbued with the cosmic power of the sun and the moon in a beautiful and chaotic dance, Zao travels across Kenzara, a rich mystical realm inspired by Bantu tales of fighting tough ancestral spirits and platforming obstacles to find the three mighty beings that have eluded the god of death. Zao will discover and unlock new powerful abilities and skills during his quest and reclaim his last Baba. These include mighty spirits attacks like the ferocious lunar beam blast that can be unleashed to obliterate enemies using the moon mask, and the engulfing supernova that can be used to scorch nearby foes with shamanistic fire using the sun mask. It is a Metroidvania. It's got a fantastic art style as well, and the game will be coming day one to PlayStation Plus Extra. Like, these are the types of games, man. What have I been saying when I talk about PS Plus Extra over and over again, when I talk about the idea of day one games? I'm not asking for first-party titles to get on day one PS Plus. I get it that for Sony, that is not the viable business model for them. I'm not even asking for them to replicate what Microsoft does with games like Persona 3 Reload, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. What I'm saying is try to secure deals on games that people will find compelling, but maybe won't be the most expensive title in the world to secure a deal for. I'm sure Microsoft paid an arm and a leg to get deals for Persona 3 Reload, Wo Long Fallen Dynasty. I can understand why Sony doesn't want to offer games like that day one to PS Plus Extra. I think they also have different methodologies in terms of how they value their premier titles, even third-party games. I don't think they want to set the standard on their platform that you can get these third-party games for $10 or anything like that. I just don't think that's something that they want to do, at least not day one. Obviously, they get added. They all get added, and, you know, PS Plus Extra is more than $10 a month, to be fair, but you get the idea. But if we're going to talk about day one titles, Dave the Diver, perfect one. A super well-received game on PC, now coming to PlayStation. Boom, great addition. Tales of Kenzara, another game, looks really cool. I think as a Metroidvania, it'll have some inherent interest, and this is the type of game that I think people will be like, hey, it's a day one title. That's a cool addition. Let's say in a hypothetical world, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown was priced at like $30 instead of $50. I would have said that would be a pretty cool game to try to secure a deal for. But in the case of like Wo Long, Persona 3 Reload, like, I get it. Those are $70 premier titles, and Sony's not really in the business to, you know, lessen the value of those day one games, which I understand. Different business philosophies. But I still think you can make Extra a compelling experience, a compelling subscription service, and I think by adding games like a Dave the Diver, like a Tales of Kenzara, all while adding more compelling third-party titles that might be a little bit older, I think that'll offer a lot of value to the consumer, like what they're doing. Again, I've crapped all over PS Plus Extra this year. I think it's been atrocious. I think it's been pretty bad since the price increase, and honestly, me saying atrocious is a little bit of a stretch. I just have high expectations for Sony, and you guys should too. Let's get a good subscription service going. But with the addition of Dave the Diver, Tales of Kenzara, again, games like this, absolutely perfect for day one releases on PS Plus Extra. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not asking for the world, but I am asking for a little bit of effort, and what I see here is a little bit of effort being put forth. Next up, do also want to note PS Plus essential titles for the month of April are rolling out. Immortals of Avea, Minecraft Legends, Skull the Hero Slayer. A lot of you guys talked up Skull the Hero Slayer, so might want to check that out as well. Saw a lot of people also crap all over this month. Guys, I don't know what you want out of PS Plus Essential. I think a game like Immortals of Avea as an essential title is perfect, just like Callisto Protocol when it was added, I want to say in October. Perfect. Games like this, these AAA games that kind of bombed at $70, roll them into PS Plus Essential. Get a deal worked out for them and roll that into PS Plus Essential. I would say, you know, let's get Forspoken at some point added to PS Plus Essential or PS Plus Extra. I think that would be a game that if it was added to one of those services, people would check it out and would be like, hey, the game's okay for what it is, but not a $70 title. Immortals of Aveum, very similar. I thought the story was terrible. I thought the characters were terrible. I thought the voice acting was atrocious, but the gameplay, that was awesome. Visuals look great, although, you know, resolution is a little bit shoddy, but particle effects look great. Gameplay is super flashy. I would say check that game out. Look, it's coming with your Essential subscription. I think it's whack we gotta pay for online multiplayer, but why not take advantage of some of the games that get added? Immortals of Aveum can offer you like a weekend of fun going through that game, and, you know, you'll move on to the next title, but have a good time for a weekend or so. But that'll do it for me. Again, Dave the Diver and Tales of Kinzera, perfect additions to Plus Extra. This is what I like to see. More of this for the rest of the year. I would love to see more titles at this level get added. You know, like another game, Long Gone Days, a pretty interesting RPG, came out a few months ago. I think that game would have been really good if you could have secured a day one deal for that being on Plus Extra. I gotta talk up Long Gone Days because I feel like that's a sleeper game nobody talks about. Immortals of Aveum, Minecraft Legends, Skull the Hero Slayer, all available on Plus Essential. Let's see more of this momentum roll out. That'll do it for me. Let me hear all your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.